On the morning of August 9th, 2024, some people discovered the woman doctor in a horrific state. The sight was unbearable. They discovered her body in semi-nude condition, with every part of her, from head to toe, covered in injuries. Various parts of her body appeared to have suffered severe cuts and damage. Blood gushed from her eyes, mouth, and private parts, causing her neck bone to crack. It's a horrifying case that triggered memories of a nearby case, about which I couldn't stop thinking. How can something as terrible happen again? You won't believe it, but the brutal assault and murder of a second-year postgraduate trainee doctor has stunned the entire country. On August 9th, 2024, all doctors in India are preparing to close hospitals for 24 hours due to the alleged rape and murder of a junior doctor, a case that has brought attention to women's rights worldwide. Due to certain rules and regulations, I am unable to show you the victim's photo or name in this case. However, I can show you a picture of the rapist. On the morning of August 9th, 2024, around 10:53 a.m., a man received a phone call from RgKar Medical College Hospital, Kolkata. The caller inquired whether you were the father of the lady doctor. Yes, I am. The caller then instructed him to come to the medical college immediately because his daughter's condition was critical. The father was surprised because he had just spoken with her the night before, and she appeared to be fine. Before he could ask any more questions, the call abruptly ended. The father tried to call back several times, but there was no answer. The call finally received an answer after numerous attempts. The father wondered what had happened to his daughter. The person on the other end responded, "Sir, she is no more." Hearing this, both the father and mother burst into tears. Even before they arrived at the medical college to learn what had happened, the tragic news had already reached thousands. Everyone wondered how such a terrible thing could have happened. Following this incident, nurses, doctors, politicians, and ordinary citizens flooded the streets, demanding an investigation by the CBI. Due to mobile phones, word spread quickly, and everyone was aware of the cruel individual responsible for this tragedy. This incident is a real stain on humanity. Anyone who learned about it couldn't help but wonder how such a monster could exist in human form. Lal Bazar is a neighborhood in Kolkata, West Bengal's capital city. The RgKar Medical College Hospital is situated in this region. The incident centers on a trainee doctor from this medical college's Department of Chest Medicine. This trainee doctor and postgraduate student went off to do her rounds, checking on patients, administering medications, and performing all of the duties expected of a physician. Time flew by, and she didn't realize it was already 3 a.m. Feeling hungry, she inquired of her juniors whether they had eaten. When they replied that they hadn't, she suggested they all eat together. The lady doctor and her 2 juniors sat down for dinner, chatting and laughing together. After finishing, she mentioned that she was tired and would take a break. She went to the 5th-floor seminar hall to rest. The night ended, and a new day began. Around 5 a.m. on the morning of August 9th, 2024, some people discovered the woman doctor in a horrific state. The sight was unbearable. The first delivery of this terrible news to her family took a different form. They received the news that their daughter was ill. When the family learned that their daughter had taken their own life and was no longer alive, they couldn't believe it, as they had just spoken to her at 10 p.m. the previous night, and she seemed fine. As word of the incident spread among doctors and nurses at the hospital, anger grew quickly. Everyone was furious as more information about what had occurred became available. Doctors and nurses soon took to the streets to protest, and the issue drew the attention of BJP leaders. The BJP leaders joined the protests, accusing the authorities of attempting to cover up the incident. They claimed that both the police and the medical administration failed to handle the situation properly. They even accused Mamata Banerjee's government of trying to suppress the case. They demanded a CBI investigation to determine what had happened. The police then summoned the family to the morgue, where the father discovered his daughter's body in a semi-naked state. Now the entire city was buzzing with one question. How could someone do this to a woman known for her kindness and helpfulness? People struggled to comprehend how someone could commit such a heinous act as ripping, biting, and breaking her neck. The public was stunned, and the police removed the body for a post-mortem examination. The release and social media sharing of the post-mortem report sparked outrage. People across Kolkata took to the streets in protest, demanding justice for the woman doctor and seeking answers. Everyone had the same goal in mind: to find out the truth about this incident as soon as possible. Many people began to demand the death penalty for those responsible. As pressure mounted from the central government, various states, and the public, Mamata Banerjee stated that the perpetrators should face the death penalty, despite the fact that she is generally opposed to capital punishment. However, she agreed that the heinous nature of this crime warrants the imposition of the harshest possible punishment, advocating for the pursuit of justice. She emphasized the importance of seeking justice, whether through a CBI investigation or otherwise. The matter prompted the formation of a special investigation team. The SIT was under tremendous pressure to thoroughly investigate every aspect of the case. During their investigation, they discovered an important piece of evidence. We reviewed CCTV footage from the area surrounding the seminar hall, which revealed approximately 5 or 6 people loitering in the vicinity. The SIT then discovered a Bluetooth earpiece, a device commonly used for listening and communicating near crime scenes. The investigation then focused on determining who owned this Bluetooth device. They approached the people seen in the CCTV footage and asked them to turn on their Bluetooth. The police immediately identified a specific person as the primary suspect when they activated their Bluetooth and connected a Bluetooth device to their mobile phone. This person was Sanjay Rai, a police welfare board assistant who also volunteered at the hospital. Sanjay had easy access to the hospital and made frequent visits under the guise of assisting someone. The Bluetooth device found near the victim's body was connected to Sanjay's phone, making him the primary suspect. When the police arrested and questioned him, he confessed to certain aspects of the crime. A second search on his phone produced demographic videos. As the media and police dug deeper into his life, they discovered that he lived on Championath Pundit Road alongside his mother. He had a strained relationship with his sister, who disapproved of his actions. We discovered that he frequently pretended to be a police officer and watched obscene videos on his phone. Sanjay's attraction to women was indiscriminate. He would try to stare at anyone, young or old, who he thought was attractive. Sanjay Rai had been married several times, but when he got tired of one wife, he would simply divorce her and move on. However, one of his wives died under suspicious circumstances, and due to the lack of reporting, the incident went unnoticed. Sanjay frequently pretended to be a boxer with a large muscular build, and he even claimed to be a cop. On August 8, 2024, at 11 p.m., Sanjay Rai went to the hospital. The horrifying details of what transpired that night revealed that he had repeatedly committed unspeakable acts of cruelty against a female doctor. According to media reports, he first tortured and brutally murdered her. The doctor is thought to have tried to scream for help from the seminar hall, but no one could hear her because these halls are usually soundproof. He bit her lips and various parts of her body, attempting to mutilate her from head to toe. After exhausting himself, he strangled her to death. According to some reports, he killed her first and then repeatedly raped her. The police have charged him with rape and murder under sections 376 and 302 of the Indian Penal Code, respectively. They are also investigating whether anyone else was involved, and they are waiting for medical and post-mortem reports to determine the full scope of the crime. Police remanded Sanjay in custody until August 23 after bringing him to court to investigate his crime. He was an alcoholic, according to reports, and had been drinking the night of the incident. His position as an assistant on the police welfare board granted him unrestricted access to the hospital, so no one questioned his presence there. The crime's heinous nature has shocked millions, spreading via mobile phones and emphasizing the atrocities he committed against the female doctor. Today, I won't tell you to like or subscribe. Today, I request that you share this case so that she can get justice.